Welcome back to American Ground Radio. Steve Barr with Louis R. Avalone.
You know, this may be one of the smartest and healthiest things the state of Louisiana has done in a very long time. Governor Landry signed House Bill 232 into law, eliminating the requirement that 16 and 17-year-olds needed to get school board issued work permits before taking part-time jobs.
Yes.
I mean, it's not just about paperwork. No, it's about restoring common sense, encouraging responsibility.
Yeah, this was insane that you would require teenagers to have to get permission from the school board in order to go to work. The whole point of putting kids through school is so that we can teach them how to become part of the workforce.
No.
And we don't want them to.
I mean, instead of, encouraging responsibility and teaching, young Americans the dignity of hard work instead of burying them under bureaucracy before they've even earned their first paycheck. I mean, this is how ridiculous the old system had become. Because if a teenager wanted to bag groceries or work at a restaurant or even over Christmas, take up a part-time job in a retail shop, I mean, they had to fill out forms. They had to get records from their school.
We were able to do it because my daughter was homeschooled, but she wanted to work when she was 14. And so we were able to get her a job working for a pizza place at age 14 because she wanted to do that. She wanted to earn some money. I was like, yeah, I'm going to encourage
you had to go through the whole rigmarole.
We had to go through it. And I'm like, you're homeschooled. I'm her dad. Anyway.
No, look, America desperately needs to rediscover the value of work, of a work culture among younger generations. And if folks want to work, kids want to work,
let them work.
Why are we standing in their way?
I think we also need to relearn the culture of humor. Because I think a lot of folks just don't have a great sense of humor. I thought there's somebody we'd call, we'd talk to, we'd get on the phone that knows a lot about the
jokes.
About jokes and tell jokes and have a good time.
You saying I'm not funny?
No,
I'm not funny.
That's not
like a clown, or I'm not funny like
You're funny like Good Feathers.
Good Feathers?
Yeah, Good Feathers. They were Animaniacs little thing. You didn't watch Animaniacs? Joining us now on the phone, Mike Williams, Christian comedian. Welcome to American Ground Radio, sir.
It's great to be with you guys, but I just got to say I'm listening to you, and I would have made it work for me. It would have been, Dad, I can't mow the lawn. I don't have a work permit.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't take out the trash. Can't even clean my room. I am so sorry, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, gotta go talk to the school board.
Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, I'd be all up in that there.
Mike Williams, I understand you're a Christian comedian. Now, maybe it's just my social media feed, but it seems like there's more and more Christian comedians out there. People who want to go out, they want to have a good time, they want to be able to tell jokes, but they're doing it in a way that's good for the whole family. Is there more of this than there used to be, or is it just my feed?
Well, about 30 years ago, we started an organization called the Christian Comedy Association. Back then, there were only about 10 of us that called ourselves Christian comedians. We were working in churches. Churches weren't ready to laugh at that time. At that point, we still felt that, the only thing you could do outside of church would be to, have a singing and dinner on the ground type of a thing. Gluttony was fine, but laughing wasn't at the time. But a lot of things have changed. Oddly enough, wonderful folks like Nate Bargatze have come along and let people realize on a broader level that you can laugh, you can be funny, and it can be totally clean. And we've been doing it for years. In fact, a number of our guys in the Christian Comedy Association have opened and worked with Nate over the years, just to drop a big name right up front. But yes, I am a comedian. I am a Christian. I am a Christ follower. And so that dictates where my humor is going and where it's not going to go. But it's not Jesus jokes, It's not the old, where is baseball mentioned in the Bible? In the big inning, ha ha ha. No, it's going to be, that's just wrong. That's wrong.
That's wrong,
but it's funny.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, only in a sympathetic way, but no, it's we're doing real comedy. In fact, oddly enough, they had a show a couple of years ago that was based on who's the best comedian, and a number of Christian comedians went on that. In fact, when it got to the finals, one of our guys from Nashville, who was a Christian comic, got booted from the show because he was a Christian comedian. And they said, it's not fair for you because you're so funny and you're used to working clean. And everybody else is used to working dirty, and they're having to work clean to be on television.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so, we're going to have a great time. We're going to laugh. I've written for some major television people. A lot of our guys have been writers for a lot of big name people that you see each and every day. But in our own lives, the material that we write is clean, and the material that we do is clean, and it's suitable for the whole family. And, whether you're an adult or whether you're a student, I would say you'll get this down to about 14. 14 is kind of the age where everything below that is, I can come in here, what happens? That's about what it is. But, if you have an intellect, if you have a mind, you're going to enjoy this kind of comedy.
Okay, so Mike, at some point, you're writing jokes, and maybe every now and then it's not so clean, right? And you're right on the edge, and you're like, that's really funny. What distinguishes a clean joke, a Christian joke, from, I guess, what other folks might consider, just a regular comedian joke?
Oh, okay. Well, how about if we do a little play on words? You tell me if it's over the line, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Okay. My son, for instance, I have 4 kids, and my second son is named Coleman, and people ask me, they say, Coleman, that's a weird name. How'd you get the name Coleman? And I say, well, my neighbors my neighbor was in the Army, and he named his kids after each of the towns that they lived in. So he has a son named Phoenix, and a son named Austin, a son named Memphis, and a daughter named Charlotte. It just worked out. It was great. And so when Coleman was born, we thought that would be kind of funny. We named him Coleman because 9 months before he was born, we went camping. And so there's the crossover, and sometimes people will, look at that and go, "Oh, is that over the line?" And then I respond by apologizing and say, "I've got to quit telling that joke because, his sister's old enough to understand that now, and her name is Impala." And and the people who wouldn't laugh at the first one all of a sudden crack up at the second one.
That's funny.
And now we've reached the line. But that's going to be about the what is wrong with that joke?
That's about
okay.
That's about where the
Nothing.
edge is.
Absolutely nothing.
Mike Williams, we got about a minute and a half left here. You're going to be appearing in Bossier City, Word of God Ministries, the Bossier City campus. This is coming up on May 22nd at 7 p.m. And this is a benefit for Right to Life. Is that right?
Well, it's actually a conglomeration of in Shreveport, North Louisiana, Right to Life, Heart of Hope Maternity Home, Care Pregnancy Center, Shreveport Pregnancy Center, and then down in Minden, Seeds Pregnancy Center. And we're all coming together. I have been speaking for pro-life organizations for many years. I've done over 1,000 Pregnancy Resource Center events. I love doing that because I'm a pro-life guy, hardcore, written a couple of books about it. Going to be doing that, but it's going to be a night of laughter. It's not a fundraiser, okay?
Right.
Don't be freaked out. You're going to have to bring your wallet, your checkbook, anything like that. We're going to have a fun night of laughter and celebrate life together.
That's outstanding. Mike Williams, go check it out. You can get tickets, 318comedynight.com, 318comedynight.com. That's May 22nd, 7 p.m. at Word of God Ministries over in Bossier City, 318comedynight.com. Mike Williams, I think it's going to be great, and looking forward to it. And we appreciate you spending some time with us here on American Ground Radio.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful evening.
You bet.